I will start with introducing the four beautiful girls from Japan. Hiromi Kondo,
Better like that.
Ami Yokouchi, Tomomi Araki, and Chihiro. And then we go to our friends from Spain. Salvador de Toledano, Antonio Moray Vives, and Alvaro Barrio de Andres. And last but not least, from European Studies, Lisanne Valier, Genoke Jackson, and my name is Nino Kuiper. First, I will show you the program of today. It's also in your flyer. We first start with part of Spain, Sandra, Alvaro, then we do a Spanish activity, and Antonio will end. Before the break, we will do a quiz. That's the interactive part. After the break, it's the turn of Japan, and we go with Hiromi, Chihiro, then the Japanese activity, Ami and Tomomi, and the end is at 16:30. First, we would like to start with the part of Spain, and I would like to give the floor to Sandra, and she will tell you something about the Spanish culture.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning. My name is Sandra. I will say it again. I was born in Madrid, and I decided to study here because of the language, English. I wanted to improve it, so that's why I'm here. Okay, first of all, I will speak about the Spanish family values. For us, the family is very important. We used to stay in our parents' home until 25, 26, as late as possible. I think that as same as here. And the size of the family varies. It depends, but usually the average is 1.5 children per family. And also we have the lowest rate of beer of all Europe. And the family members used to work in a family business, but it was in the past, because nowadays it's more common to work in other business, not necessarily in the family business. And I want to describe you one important word, which is machismo. It's the word for male dominance. Like 50 years ago or something, the male dominance was bigger than the female dominance. But nowadays, there are more equity between men and women. But still, in some towns, the machismo is continuing. The Spanish table manners. We do not begin until everybody is sitting and the hostels starts. The fourth go to the left and the knights go to the right. And when we have finished eating, we show that we have finished laying our knife and our fork parallel on our plate. And there are no conversation rules. You can speak about everything. And the coffee, of course, comes after the dessert. How do the Spanish people greet? Okay, between men, usually they shake hands, but also if they are greeting between members of the family, they also kiss on the cheeks, 2 kisses. Between women, we used to kiss also, and also we can hug each other. And for example, if we are in business, between men and women, they shake hands. And the typical sentences talking about a formal could be good morning, good evening, buenos días, buenas tardes, and informal, ¿qué pasa, cómo vas, qué hay, like what's up, yeah. Our behavior, okay, the alcohol is admitted, you can buy it when you are 18 or older. You can buy it until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And the Sunday is the day of rest for everybody. Usually all the business close on Sunday, except in maybe the restaurants and the bars. And everybody say that we speak too loud and quickly. I don't know why, because I think that everybody do it. But a good example is, for example, I think that all of you have been one time at least in Highlander. And in the door there is a sign in which is written all in Spanish that please keep your voice loud because of the neighbors or something like that. Not in English, not in French, not in other languages, just in Spanish. And yeah, another factor of us is like we are never on time. I don't know why, because we always wake up on time, but then, I don't know, everything happens very slow or something.
O sea, tú.
We take a nap because we live tired all the day, so after lunch we need to take a nap. And another curious thing is that girls used to go together to the toilet. For example, I noticed that here also, but for example in Japan, they don't do it. Talking about business, the appointments are mandatory, and so we make in advance. And also the day before of the appointment, we should remind by telephone, by email, or with any media that they have an appointment, and we should arrive on time. This is not the same that if, for example, you have a meeting with a friend and you arrive like 10 or 15 minutes late, it's okay, but in business, you must try on time. The agendas are often used, but we don't have necessarily to follow this strict. And the meetings are generally private, but also sometimes we can go for dinner in a restaurant or something. So yeah, used to be private, but not necessary. About relationship and communication, it's very important for us, the eye contact, when you are talking with another person. You have to look to the eyes of the other person because it shows respect and also that you are listening carefully. The way that you present yourself is very important because everybody, when they show you, they are going to analyze you, how are you dressing, and how do they think that you are. And when someone is speaking, for example, in Saudi Arabia, you must not interrupt, but for example, in Spain, if you interrupt asking question, it shows that you are interested on the topic. So that's a good thing. But for example, it's a bad thing if there is any kind of period of silence and you don't speak. You must always speak because it's an uncomfortable situation. Okay, now.
Thank you for your presentation, Sandra. Does someone have a question for Sandra about the Spanish culture? No? And I would like to give the floor. First, I would like to thank Sandra for her presentation. And then I would like to give the floor to Alvaro, and he's going to start something about education in Spain.
Hello everybody, my name is Alvaro Barrio. It's obviously that I'm Spanish, but I was born in Burgos, city in the north of Madrid, 200 kilometers. And it's famously about the cathedral, also the morcilla is a typical food. But I'm here today because I'm going to talk about the education system in Spain. I know that 60 people here next year are going to study the international abroad in Spain. So the information that I'll give will be help you, and so I try to not be boring. If you have any questions, please ask me at the end. So first of all, I want to introduce a little in Spain that help to understand a little our system education. In Spain, there are 17 autonomous communities. Since our constitution, the state government is